In the context of slavery, religion was sharpened into an instrument of profound control. It wasn't just about saving souls, it was about managing a workforce. The Sunday sermon became as important as the overseer's whip, sometimes even more so. Preachers, often chosen and approved by the slave owners, would deliver messages that emphasized humility, forgiveness, and the promise of a reward in the afterlife. The subtext was always there. Your suffering on earth is temporary and, in a way, holy. Don't fight for a better life now. Wait for your reward in heaven. This created a powerful system of psychological manipulation. It redirected the natural human desire for freedom and justice toward a future, intangible reward. Instead of focusing anger and frustration on the oppressors, people were encouraged to turn the other cheek, to forgive those who trespassed against them. Literally, the people who trespassed on their freedom, their families, and their lives. The church became a space where the chains of bondage were spiritually reinforced. It was a place to learn how to endure suffering, not how to end it. The very institution that should have been a sanctuary became another pillar of the system, teaching people to accept their brutal reality as part of a divine plan they couldn't possibly understand. Think about the sheer brilliance of this strategy. From a purely tactical point of view, it's one thing to control people with physical force, with walls and chains, but that's exhausting. It requires constant vigilance. It's much more efficient to convince people to control themselves. By framing obedience as a moral and spiritual virtue, the system of slavery became self-regulating. It created an internal police officer in the mind of every enslaved person. This gospel of control discouraged rebellion not just by threatening physical punishment, but by threatening eternal damnation. It was a way to break the spirit, to make people complicit in their own subjugation, which is a deeper and more lasting form of control than any physical chains could ever be. This manipulation also extended to the very concept of identity. The new religion was presented as a gift, a civilizing force that was lifting people out of their supposed darkness. It subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, taught that their previous lives, their cultures, and their beliefs were worthless. Salvation was only possible through this new system, this new God. So accepting the religion also meant accepting the narrative that you were saved from your own savage past. This dual message was devastating. It not only justified the present system of oppression, but also erased the value of everything that came before it, leaving people spiritually unmoored and dependent on the worldview of their captors.